we are here again in the Wessler Manor. Let's
Maybe
take a
you
gander
should
at
talk to
Olivia.
her. She was your girlfriend after all.
We only had 2 dates, and they weren't great.
What
Why am I
title is
surprised?
that then, if you were dating but not girlfriends? Boy, I mean dating. I mean together.
Tried to win you.
Thanks, Olivia?
Okay, that's it.
You know, I had a dream before we came here. I saw Natasha with a bloody
Natasha.
mouth and red claws.
And? What does that tell you?
I don't know, Marty. I admit it. I haven't been this on edge for a long time.
I'm just angry. Truth is, I'm not entirely sure why.
Because you're
Your
Marty
sense of
McChicken.
justice kicking in.
More like my sense of don't fuck with the chicken police.
All right, Miss
The
Natasha.
truth is, Ibn isn't really in a good shape today.
It's not
people.
Ibn,
He's
Natasha.
rather furious.
That's
Are you
because it's
sure
not
you can't
him.
wait?
You
Furious.
commissioned us, Natasha, and we barely escaped with our combs intact.
So you know who left the threats.
Oh, we know much more than that, Natasha. We even know where you used to work. We talked to Madame Savas.
Wild gods.
Why didn't you tell us?
Do you think it's easy for a woman to talk about such things? That she
Nope.
used to be an escort.
Along with Molly?
So you know.
Yeah, I know, Natasha.
What did we just say?
I
We
also
know
all of
everything.
this was a trap.
Believe me, I tried to handle things the least painfully I could. You weren't even supposed to know.
A lot shouldn't have happened. Poor Deborah shouldn't have had to die.
Dear sweet Deborah,
Cold, stiff Deborah.
please don't say that.
That's so unnecessary.
You cannot think I had anything to do with that. You just cannot.
I don't know, Natasha.
Please, Sonny, tell me, what is going on?
You have to know, right?
Please.
Excuse me for making you wait, detectives. I'm having a rough morning after a long night.
Is that so? Our night was also kind of
I'm
long.
uncomfortable with that
To put it
context.
mildly.
Right.
I was just telling the gentleman that you were exhausted, my dear, and they should come back another time. I'll escort them out.
Oh, honey, no need for that. My door's always open to the legendary chicken police. Please, come on in, guys. Let's talk in my room.
I am so
This
ready
way,
for a
please.
quick key
You
for
just stay
quick
here, my
tapping.
darling. I'm sure our conversation will bore you to death. Please,
I know
go
I probably
refresh
won't have to,
yourself or,
but
tell Olivia to go make some coffee.
Yes,
ready
dear.
for it.
Whatever you like.
Please, follow me, gents.
Lead
Sonny,
on,
give him the
Wessler.
squint.
So long, sweetheart.
Goodbye.
So long, sweetheart. Am I going upstairs? Okay. Oh! Sorry.
Would you like a drink? This is
Not at
rare
9:30 in the
breed.
morning,
It
Wessler.
lifts the spirits, if I may be so poetic.
Really? Tempting, but I need to keep a clear head, Mr. Wessler.
Yeah, I've heard you don't despise a good vintage.
And I've heard you don't despise murder, Wessler. By the way, you've heard right. But everything has its place and time. Drinks, guns, dead bodies, and the truth.
And the truth.
Yeah, I see you're in a poetic mood as well.
More like prophetic.
And that's not a good sign.
Yeah, are you trying to intimidate me?
No,
He
that's
looks
not how we do
absolutely
business.
miserable for
We're
a rat.
I
Right?
really hope so.
I'm used to my little happy baby, and then he's all like scrawny and droopy.
Do you keep a revolver in your bedroom?
Yeah, a bad habit.
Yeah.
One who has a lot to
What's up,
lose
Zach?
has a lot to fear.
I agree.
Yeah. You must be talking to my best friend Bugs. Good lord. So this is the notorious painting.
This painting. It's beautiful and rather provocative.
It actually is
Almost
very
makes
pretty.
my comb stand up.
I'm not surprised.
But the corner is missing.
You're right, Sonny. You're quite the observer.
Well, yeah, this painting's unfortunately damaged. I don't know where the missing piece could be.
You don't know. Well, if you're interested, we know exactly
It's in my
where it is.
pocket.
Really?
Really, it's here with us.
Dot,
An
dot, dot.
insignificant little piece, isn't it? But there's an exciting cat scratch on it.
More like a rat scratch. Because
Aha,
it's a
do you
monogram.
get it?
A.W.
That's
Albert Wessler. He's a great painter. I don't know if you.
Bum, bum, bum.
Enough. Out with it already. What are you trying to say? I have no time for your childish charades.
Easy, Wessler. We'll get to that in a bit.
We're adding suspense. God, look at the paint strokes. Someone actually, like, legit painted this.
Eh.
And the end is missing. How interesting.
I really like the detail though of like her body being fuzzy too.
Yeah,
Like she's got fur still, but not.
to the
Like,
point
completely.
of being. Yeah. Let's see. I'm sorry, Wessler. I'll get to you in a second.
This
And
estate is
I'm being
rather
nosy in your room.
impressive, Mr. Wessler.
Well, thank you.
I suppose it took years and years of cumbersome work to build it.
Yeah. As you say, Mr. Featherland, I'm rather proud of it.
You should be. Whoever built this place has a reason to be proud of himself.
Are you trying
I'd
to
love
say
to live in a
something?
mansion like that with about
Sir.
17 of my
No,
friends.
just thinking aloud.
Did you see that? This is completely off topic, but did you see that article about how they're like, oh, millennials are doing something new. They're living with their friends. Yeah, because we can't afford to buy a house by ourselves.
Right.
Farewells from Fowls. Okay. Anything else?
Impressive
Yes.
bed. Looks cozy.
sure is better than a cell.
That's right, Marty.
I'm not sure I understand, gentlemen.
We'll see about that.
What was his name? Herbert? No. Herbert's a different game. Hobart, that's it.
Interesting. Now that I know who he really is, he doesn't even resemble Ibn Wessler.
You know, that might be why we're like, oh yeah, he looks so scraggly, because it's not Ibn.
So, what do you want to know? I've heard you've been through a rather eventful few days.
Oh, you have rather good informants.
Yeah, the ones that were
That's
trying to kill
true.
us the entire time.
I should tell you, I see and hear everything that happens in the city. And you are exceptionally resilient. No offense.
None taken. But tell me,
Thanks.
are we gonna
It was
fodder
that or
each other
death.
for a long time, or are we finally done with the courting?
Straight to the point. I like it. Yeah. So let's continue like that, shall we? What do you want? How dare you intrude upon me in my own house?
Oh, forgive us. Our moral compass has been confused a little bit after someone tried to kill us several times in the last 48 hours. With fire, with machine guns. I could go on.
And while we're at it, you could answer some of our questions. If you've nothing to hide, you have nothing to fear.
And then we'll just leave you alone.
All right? I'll go along with your childish little game.
Ooh, he
I
likes
would've
using
had a
that
long and
word.
tedious day ahead of me anyway. So, can we talk?
Childish, huh?
With pleasure, Mr. Wessler.
Hands up, you're under arrest. Wait, hang on. No! Why do I always do that? Okay. Natasha. The list with all of those imposing names must have something to do with Natasha and thus the threats, too. Yeah, we already knew that. Da-da-da. Wait, what? He's a dangerous lunatic. Yeah, okay. Okay. I guess we're just asking him questions now?
I have no idea what she sees in you, but Natasha's been seriously worried about you.
Yeah, really worries more than usual, but it's understandable. Those disgusting messages.
Disgusting, all right. Do you know why that word exactly? Why did they write that specific word everywhere?
Word.
Since you've been to the Nile, I guess you know the answer to your question.
Didn't it bother you, Wessler? What Natasha used to do? Surely it must have upset you.
Why? Did it upset you when you discovered your wife did the same thing?
What did you just say?
What did you think, chicken? That I don't
Ouch.
know? Yeah, don't
Sizzle.
make me laugh. I know about everyone who ever set foot in that place. I can even tell you who Molly's regulars were.
Nope,
if you're
that's gross.
interested.
No thanks.
Oh no!
Bitch.
Sonny, don't.
Got to throw hands at this rat.
Right?
Not yet.
You're right, Marty. It's not worth
You're funny,
I would
not
say a
yet.
chicken would win that. Piece of
it. About
painting.
the painting.
Yeah, my brother Albert made it. He's a great talent, but still, he's a rather troubled individual.
Such self-criticism.
What did you say?
My
You heard
partner
me.
means that you and your brother are very much alike. Identical twins, if I'm not mistaken.
Indeed. But what does that have to do with the painting?
We'll get to that. Don't worry, Mr. Wessler. So Albert made the painting at your request, is that right? And the one that's in Natasha's room in the Czar, too.
Natasha.
Yeah, exactly. Is that a crime?
No, it's not a crime in itself. This picture, it's rather strange, you know?
I'm just going down the
Why
list.
do you think so? It's just me, Natasha, and my brother.
The photo doesn't tell much in itself, yes. But if you already have the right information, suddenly it starts to talk.
Really?
He fell in love with her, didn't he?
Who do you mean?
Albert, of course. He fell in love with Natasha.
Both of 'em.
All those sessions while he was painting the pictures. Were you there every time?
You mean, me?
You.
No. Well, Albert was painting, yeah, but I wasn't there all the time. Albert
Keep your
was there
story
all
straight there,
along.
friend.
And do you think he could have fallen in love with Natasha? That's why he escaped? What do you think
That would
happened
be
to
me,
him?
let's be real. If
Who
I had a
tore
twin,
out
I'd be
his
like, you mean
tongue?
me?
Right.
I have no idea.
Did Natasha know about what happened to your brother?
No, of course not.
Do you love beautiful things, Wessler?
Why do you ask that? Yeah, of course.
You were afraid of losing her, weren't you? To him.
Stop. Enough. If you want to ask something, ask clearly. Don't play with me. You understand?
We're just doing our job.
Then do it clearly. And quickly. Yeah, I'm really starting to lose my patience.
We visited Albert's cell and found something he seems to have forgotten to take with him in his great hurry.
That's a big
Oh, what? I
mistake.
forget.
A classic, even.
What the hell are you babbling about?
This is Albert Wessler's love letter to Natasha,
More like a
Oops.
confession.
in which he tells her he's
Bum,
capable
bum,
of
bum.
doing anything for her, even the most horrible things.
Yeah, this letter doesn't prove anything at all. Albert is mad. Insane. He's not normal. No one would believe his word, don't you understand?
But they believe yours, right? Because you're not Albert Wessler. You're Hobart Ibn Wessler, aren't you? How good it feels to be in his skin.
How dare you?
Just tell him, Sonny. I'm getting tired of this.
You're just a cheap fake, Albert. You couldn't follow in your brother's footsteps even if you wanted to. No matter how hard you tried, you couldn't get Natasha
Ouch.
either. Am I
Yeesh.
right?
What?
Yeesh.
What did you just say?
She hates you, doesn't she? She doesn't know. She doesn't understand why. But she hates you. It's instinctive.
Yeah, what do you know? What could you possibly know about suffering and loneliness and the darkness? What could you know about
And
hate?
there we have it, guys. A confession. Let's do some questioning.
Yeah.
Hands up, chickens! Hands up, chickens!
Albert is an imposter. He's not who he says he is, and might not even know who he really is.
Oh, he's pulled a gun and we're
have to
just standing
concentrate
here
on this
talking.
first.
I know.
And to avoid us being shot.
No big deal.
Oh!
Wow.
Yeah, he does not like us. What were you
In his
thinking,
little
Albert?
What were you
bathrobe and-
thinking, Albert? How long did you think you could keep it up?
Until the end of my life, if needs. Yeah, I cared about nothing except for her to love me. Not for who Ibn was, but for who I am.
Why did you think that would happen? Everybody noticed the change.
Yeah, I knew it would be hard, Santino. But I also knew animals see what they want to see. I didn't have to behave like Ibn. They only had to believe I'm him.
Okay. Why did you decide to take your brother's place? You wanted to wrap everyone around your dirty little fingers, didn't
I
you?
feel like that one will just piss him off.
Yeah. Okay.
Why did you decide to take your brother's place?
Yeah, as you're curious.
I can't
from
get
the
over
moment
that.
I laid eyes on Natasha for the first
Right.
time. But I had to convince myself that this was the only way.
You've never talked about your feelings for Natasha with your brother, am I right?
Are you insane? Yeah, Ibn would have had me killed immediately. And no one would ever know.
So instead, you've done the same thing, haven't you? What a comfortable excuse.
Comfortable? Do you think all of this was just some kind of cruel game for me? I had to destroy the person I loved and respected the most.
Cry
Did you-
me a river.
Did you have to?
You know, there's only a thin, fragile membrane between love and hate. If anything touches it, it tears immediately. You felt like this before, haven't you? Yeah, I can see it in your eyes.
You can analyze me until the sun goes down, Wessler, but you won't get far with that.
Yeah, evasive answer. So I'm right.
Okay. Alright, he's manipulator and cruel as well. Do you ever believe that you were Ibn Wessler? You wanted to wrap everyone, blah blah. You wanted to have. Why did you have to mutilate Ibn? Why didn't you just kill him immediately? Let's avoid this one, shall we?
Right.
Yeah.
Do you believe that you were Ibn Wessler, or why did you have to mutilate him? I feel like we know the answer to this one, but
I wonder though if the first one would kind of irritate him because you're kind of pushing at the fact that he's mentally unstable.
okay. So number 3 then?
I could be reading into it too much, but
Well, that might be exactly what you're supposed to do. We are playing detectives here.
that's fair.
But remember, we got a gun on us, so. Number 3 then?
Let's do it.
Why did you have to mutilate Ibn? Why didn't you just kill him immediately?
That's an interesting question, you see, but the answer is exceptionally simple. No matter how strange it is for you to understand, I loved my brother.
Weird way of showing you love, Albert.
You can't understand that.
Woo!
He was my everything, the only one who was close to me. Until I met Natasha.
She took your
Natasha.
brother's place pretty quickly, didn't she?
So is her name
There's
Natasha?
Not much room in your heart, as I see it.
Yeah, you're
Are we
understanding
the ones
situation,
mispronouncing it?
detective, But you know, very well.
I think it's just their accent, the
Ibn
rat's
was my
accent.
brother.
Oh no, because the
Despite
chickens say
all
it
of his
too.
flaws and foul, petty lies. That's why I couldn't kill him.
Not immediately, you mean?
Unfortunately, tearing out his tongue wasn't enough. Yeah, I must admit I've underestimated him.
That's
And poking out
horrifying.
his eye?
Oh, that was just an accident, Mr. Featherland.
Just an accident? You're a dirty, clucking son of a vermin, Albert.
Please,
Oh my
that's
God.
no, Sonny. It's too dangerous in your current situation and doesn't even suit you.
Oh, we lost 10 points. Yarg. Okay.
I was wrong. Sorry.
Did you enjoy tearing out your own brother's tongue? How did it feel? Does it make you happy to control others, Albert? Or so you feel you're two people at the same time, even now? Probably shouldn't go with number 1.
Right.
Judging off of his last answers. And probably not. I'm going to go number 3. I feel like that one's the most comfortable to be in.
Right.
So you
We'll
feel
see.
you're two people at the same time, even now.
Does it sound crazy? Maybe it is. But Ibn lives inside me. Sometimes he's even stronger than Albert ever was.
Oh yeah,
You
he
think you
crazy.
can avoid the gas chamber with this, Albert.
I don't have to avoid anything.
Yeah.
You and your friend, will never leave this place. It's better if you start getting used to the thought.
You're not
Never.
the cold-blooded killer you'd like to think you are.
Yeah, do you think so? Try me, detective.
Ha! Okay, that's 10 points on us. That was your plan? Take his place and live happily ever after? What would you have done if Natasha found out? Kill her too? What made you think you can deceive Natasha? These are all really good questions.
Right? I would say 1 or 3. Because I feel about talking about killing Natasha would probably set him off.
Yeah, that's a good point. So, maybe number 1? Because he already is deceiving Natasha.
Right.
We did talk about number 1 previously in the conversation, so I feel like that would bring the two together. Or bridge the gap, I guess. I'm gonna choose number 1.
That was your plan. Take his place and live happily ever after.
Why? Isn't it good enough of a plan, Mr. Featherland? It was perfect, even in its imperfection.
Point.
Which is?
Ibn's ghost.
His what?
Please don't take it literally, Mr. Chicken. I'm not talking about spirits. When Ibn died,
That would have been
I
me.
couldn't
I'm like,
just take his
ghosts?
place, But also
Right.
his role. He himself, his essence, if you will.
Ghost.
Though I guess that's too much for you to understand.
So you mean Ibn's here with us even
Look
now?
at his hands
He
shaking.
was here all along. Don't you get it? I am Hobart Ibn Wessler.
I must get serious, because looking at the gun in Wessler's trembling hand...
Ha! I noticed it
I'm
first.
afraid I don't have much time. Albert is a cruel psychopath, but maybe I can turn that cruelty against him.
I love the jazz in this game.
When was the moment you decided
Right?
to kill him, Albert?
When I drew the last stroke on that fatal painting, Mr. Featherland. When I glanced at it for the last time, and then at Natasha, who was shivering under the weight of my gaze.
You simply fell in love with her?
Ugh, that's creepy.
End of story?
Not in the slightest, Mr. Featherland. Love is, just chemistry. What I felt was more than that.
Everybody thinks that, Albert. But we all feel the same. We're just fools.
No, Mr. Featherland. Not at all. At that moment, I knew what I was gonna do. I knew that the world was coming to an end if I didn't do it. It implodes on itself and ceases to exist. I couldn't let that happen. I couldn't.
Let him have her, right? You simply wanted her for yourself.
I wanted her for ourselves, Sonny. I was him by then. He just didn't know it yet.
Wounded. Okay. 10 points. So we're just over the comfortable meter. You're just a cheap copy. You know that, right? No, let's not do that one. You enjoyed leading everyone by the nose, didn't you? Do you think you could explain everything with your insanity? What did you do that made Ibn get you locked up? Fuck, none of these are good. I feel like all of these are gonna get us killed.
Right?
Do you think you can explain everything
Whoops,
with your
shit.
insanity?
Don't be a fool, Sonny. Insanity is just a temporary state. Just a stop on the way to enlightenment.
So you admit you're insane. That's surprising for your kind.
Of course I'm not insane.
Ah, well, here we are.
Albert was insane. He lost all connections to reality. But I saved him.
You mean you're Ibn?
both of us, Mr. Featherland.
Okay. I almost understand everything now.
Don't mock me, Mr. Featherland. You're still at the wrong end of the gun, you remember?
It would be hard to forget.
Well, we got 15 points for that misclick. Whoops and daisies. Do you hate Ibn or yourself more, Albert? When did you decide that we too have to die? I don't want to put his attention on our death right away. feel like
Right.
that's asking a bit too much. So, number 1?
Yeah.
Did you hate Ibn or yourself more, Albert?
Albert hated himself the most ever since he was born. He idolized Ibn. But every time his brother stood before him, he saw what he could have been himself if he had enough strength.
Oh, he's talking
But he
about
didn't.
himself.
Albert had always been a coward, a pitiful nobody.
And now?
Finally, there's no more Albert. And no more Ibn either. It's only me, and for both of them, I'm perfect.
Can it be that
Woof.
the fear is making you say these things, Albert?
Stop calling me that.
I have to call you something. What should I call you? What name should I use?
I don't know anymore. I don't.
I'm very close to breaking him. But if I'm too hard on him, I could quickly be signed a death warrant. It's time to dig
The
a little
intensity!
deeper and uncover Wesley's
Right.
wounds.
Okay. -5. Eesh. Okay. Natasha was kind to you, right? Too kind. If you still had a spine, you... Oh, let's not do that one, shall we? Don't want to push too hard, and then I feel like telling him to kill himself is pushing a little too hard.
Right.
Natasha was too
Natasha
kind
was
to you.
kind to you, right? Too kind.
Oh, he
Natasha
twitches!
was, simply amazing, gentle, kind, lively, but still so, distant.
You're telling me.
It's like she was from another world. A world where everything's full of charm and grace and everything's fragile and delicate. Do you understand?
I think I do, yes.
I know Albert's touch would harm her. Albert is rough. Albert can't keep such a delicate thing in his arms.
That's why you had to become Ibn. Am I right?
I didn't take Ibn's place, Mr. Featherland. I became one with him, can't you see? It's the only way I could comprehend and accept the miracle that was Natasha.
Was.
This feels very wrong.
I think I've
Right.
corrupted her. She's not that gentle and pure creature I painted on the canvas anymore. I ruined her. She became rotten under my hands.
Is that why he painted the signs? Maybe it's not too late, Albert. Tell her the truth and end this.
Maybe it's not too late, Albert.
I didn't have to
Tell her the
read that.
truth, and then-
No. You can't understand this. She can't either. I killed Ibn, but he also killed me. Can't you see? We're nothing without each other.
You can't be two people at the same time, Albert. Nobody can bear the weight of the sins of two souls.
Ibn loved her. I admired her. Ibn was crazy about her. I've been crazy for a long time. Ibn idolized her, and I hated her.
I mean, at least he admits it, I guess.
Right?
More extreme and more true than love. It could only be hate, Mr. Featherland. It's an endlessly exciting, thrilling, and warm feeling. And infinitely red. Just like love.
You know you're
Huh.
not going to be able to go through with it, right?
Title
And you
card.
won't be able to carry the weight, but you still did it. Why?
Yeah, if I didn't kill him and become one with him, Albert would have died, Mr. Featherland.
And the threats? Which one of you was that? Albert or Ibn? Who wrote them? And which one of you killed Deborah?
In my world, Ibn and I are inseparable. Just like love and hate are one and the same. And I hate Natasha so much that I could destroy
getting
myself
real
along
twitchy
with
now.
her,
Yeah.
just so she would die with me. Are you familiar with this feeling, Mr. Featherland?
More than
Woof.
life itself.
You see? We're not so different after all.
You and I have nothing in common, Wessler. You know why?
Why, Mr. Featherland?
Because if I were in your shoes, I would have pulled the trigger a long time ago.
Goodbye, Sonny.
So
Oh
long,
no!
Albert.
Oh no! Only 60%? That's probably the worst we've done.
Right?
Albert is Ibn Wessler himself. Okay. I want to retry, but we'll not waste the time of the Let's Play. Dramatic.
Right? Oh no.
Ho butts. Oh my
Oh,
god!
All right then.
She ain't no damsel in distress no more. Holy crap.
So, you heard
I definitely didn't
everything.
expect that.
No.
Everything.
What a twist.
I'm sorry you had to find out like this.
And thank you. If it weren't for you,
Yes, both of you would be dead. I know. But believe me, I still.
Yeah,
God,
yeah.
I love her so much.
Who to target?
You know, I truly loved Ibn.
But this man wasn't him. You felt it, didn't you?
Maybe I even knew it. I don't know. But I still can't believe it.
It won't be easy to process for any of us.
I'm sorry I dragged you into this. And regarding Molly,
the cops. But how? How do they know?
I have no idea, Marty.
do not look at me. I did not call them.
Olivia?
Don't worry, Natasha. They won't lay a finger on you. I promise.
Please, Sonny. You don't need to worry about me.
I don't want to be rude, Sonny, but I'm more worried about us than her. Hello, boss.
Gasp.
Hello, boys.
Dane with
Now,
a
before
loaded
you
gun.
say anything, we can explain.
No need for that, Santino. Monica already told me.
Yes, Monica!
Monica.
The best
Hey,
character.
boys. What were you thinking? That I would just let you get killed without saying goodbye?
Thanks, Mon. Should we say we owe you one?
You know already, boys. Shoes are my weakness.
Of all that's furry, we don't
Oh, I
hear
love
that.
her.
And boys,
Yes, boss.
don't believe you'll get away with it so easily. I want a report on my desk from both of you with all the
Yay, a
details.
happy
Am I clear?
ending.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. It'll all make sense, believe us. Right after I figure out myself what the hell just happened.
Oh, Marty.
Is that we had good reason to investigate outside the law, but we're sorry.
What happened to you, Sonny? You're sorry? Did you hit your head?
Why does everybody keep asking that?
Why indeed?
So can we go now, boss? Without getting handcuffed?
Don't give me ideas, Santino.
Keep your beak closed, Santino.
Thanks, boss.
Right?
Yay, we did it! Let's talk to Natasha.
So, what now? Where to next?
I think I should mourn, right?
You should.
But I don't know what to feel anymore, Sonny.
I understand, Natasha. You know,
Natasha.
if you need anything,
Yes.
My
I
pants,
know
my
where to
bed is,
find
my door is always open.
sweetheart.
Ma'am,
you. Goodbye, detectives.
How the hell did you find your way here, Tim? Always where the trouble is.
Squawk!
sometimes I think you're the criminal mastermind behind all the dark dealings in this city.
I wish.
I wish too, because then we could legally throw you in jail.
I love your sense of humor, Sonny.
He would probably
wasn't
be a
joking.
better
So,
reporter
Where did you get
if
the
he
scoop?
was.
Are you kidding me?
Right.
The city's talking about you. You've left quite the mess behind.
Here comes another
I
chicken
admit.
police novel.
It's a miracle that all of the city's smear sheet journalists aren't here already. Oh, while we're at it, will you give me an exclusive interview?
Clock off, Tim.
Hey,
There you go. Let's talk
There's
to
your
Mo-
interview.
right?
Again,
Let's talk to
Mon.
Monica.
If not for you, those fur heads would have put holes in us.
No wonder, since you put holes in their boss.
Well, actually, that wasn't us.
Then who was it?
Natasha.
Natasha.
I wouldn't have thought it of her. It's a pleasant surprise.
It was for us too, believe me.
Let's talk to Blood Boil.
Are you waiting for me to change my
Oh,
mind?
nope, sorry.
No, sir.
Then stop pecking around here.
Sorry, my bad. Let's get on out of here. Get on out of here. Natasha saved our lives at the last minute once Albert has revealed everything. So, there we go. But that's it. But, is it really over? Dun dun dun.
We're still missing a person.
That's my fault. There was a newsstand that we haven't been to. And
Oh,
we could have
okay.
gone to the newsstand and I just haven't clicked
Okay,
it.
that makes sense then.
Yeah. I'm just taking a gander at the last little remnants. Alba honestly believes he and Ibn Whistler are one and the same. Two souls in one body. I don't know why I'm talking like him. I don't even know what to think about this madness. But one thing is without question, Albert is a vicious beast and he has to go down no matter what. It's part of blah, blah, blah. Okay. And why does it keep showing that I have two? Oh, it's Natasha. Okay. Okay. So, is that the end of the game? Where do I go from here? Where do I go from here?
Do we need to talk to Natasha again?
Maybe?
And what about you, Sonny?
I'll go home and sleep. Maybe for 3 days. I'll try to forget.
I'm sorry I dragged you into this. If there's anything I can do.
I'm not sorry, Natasha. It's better this way. We find out painful truths, but at least we see clearly now, don't we?
At least it's
Yes.
the truth.
I think you're right.
Still can't leave. Okay. Oh!
You're a
Oh,
good
Jesus.
boy, Bosco. Nice work.
You know, folks, somebody's got to take care of the real police work while you're tearing
Bark,
up the
bark,
city.
bark, bark, bark.
Sorry for the mess, Bosco, but you know us.
Yeah, unfortunately, I do.
How did you catch them? After the gunshot, I was sure these two would show up. They have a habit of doing that.
They were already in cuffs before then, Sonny. We had the house surrounded. If you could have hung on, maybe nobody would have died.
Hey, a second longer and it would have been us.
That's your story.
Yes.
Luck you sideways, Bosco. Gentlemen.
Gentlemen?
Honestly, very sorry it had to end like this.
Yeah, this peacefully.
For myself, I'm glad, gentlemen. I would have sincerely regretted it if we had to shoot both of you, but unfortunately, that seemed to be the only solution to
I
this,
love him.
rather nasty situation. Fortunately, it didn't turn out that way. Joyful.
Don't think we'll be behind bars for long, chickens. Whistler may be
Chickens.
dead, but his empire still won't crumble.
Oh, look at that. He can talk.
In complex sentences, too.
No, only growl.
Something like that.
Amazing.
Something like that.
Hey, Olivia.
Marty,
I just wanted to thank you
for what exactly?
for trying to save us.
I didn't do it only for you, believe me. I loved my job while I had it. Now my employee is dead, so I don't have a job anymore.
I didn't even think of that.
Of course you didn't.
You
Can I
don't
do
think,
anything to
Marty.
help?
I think I'll manage. I always do.
Cool beans. All right. Still can't talk to.
How did you know we were here?
I always pay attention, Sonny. And because I know you like you are my own nestlings.
No.
Aw.
I love it when you say pretty little things like that.
Get used to it, Marty.
Oh, is there someone over here? Yep.
Yeah.
Hello,
we go.
Philmar.
What are you doing here?
I was just
What are
driving
you
around.
doing here?
You know.
Trying to feed your grandpa? So? Was it a case? Were you, maybe investigating us?
What can I say, Sonny? Am I busted?
Did someone hire you to follow us?
I just had to keep an eye on you and not get involved. That's all. I admit there were a couple of crazy situations when it was hard not to.
But you managed somehow, right?
A professional's a professional, my friend.
Yeah, thanks. So you won't tell us who hired you, whatever we do?
Unfortunately, I can't, my friend. I made a promise.
You and your promises.
Some
His
people still
fucking
take 'em
deep-ass
seriously.
voice.
You're a real piece of guano. You know that?
Of course. I've learned everything from you, you old fart.
You old fart.
So, here they are, ladies
Oh,
and
there we go.
gentlemen. The Chicken Police, in the flesh.
Damn it, Tim. Drop it and cluck off.
Oh, no, boys. This time, you deserve it.
What the cluck did you say, boss?
Stand up straight and try to look like someone who's glad to be alive.
Never.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
miserable always.
Try.
Ooh, attention, Chicken Police.
I'll try.
Say cheese.
He's gotta have his gun.
That fucking gun.
Birds of a feather flock together.
Oh my gosh.
Wow. Natasha Katzenko went missing.
Oh.
The following animal species were not included in the game. Oh, well, it's good to know that the species are still alive and well. And mostly because during the development of the game, all these species had to be declared extinct. Oh no! According to the lowest possible scientific estimate, between 200 and 2,000 extinctions occur every year. This is 1,000 times higher than the natural occurring extinction rate. Oh, well, that's a sad thing to put at the end of the game. But we did it! We finished it! Yay!
Yay!
Look at this! That clip is awesome with the chickens. Santino's development. Well, thanks everybody for joining us. We've been the Nerd Cauldron. I am Lyric.
I'm Sam.
I'm Makailah.
We appreciate you guys joining us and helping us get through this game and giving us your support. If you want to see more, go ahead, check out our channel. And until then, detectives, we'll see you in the next one. Bye.
See ya.
There's more.
Oh, God.
Natasha,
You were expecting me, weren't you?
I wouldn't say that, but I'm not surprised.
I just wanted to talk to you.
About what exactly?
You know very well.
What do you think, Natasha? Why didn't she tell me?
Because she loved you.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for you, she may have never left the place. Perhaps she'd still be there.
Ah, sheep shit.
We used to dream about falling in love with a nice man who comes and saves us someday. A knight in shining armor. You know, like in the fairy tales.
And how did that work out for you?
She fell in love with a good guy. I didn't. I envy her.
I'm not that good guy, Natasha. But if it's any consolation, she could have found him. Maybe she's living with him right now. Somewhere on the other side of the world.
Well, goodbye, Sonny.
So long, sweetheart. Hey, Natasha, you have a light? I've been trying to smoke this sorry-ass cig all day. It's driving me crazy.
Maybe you don't really need it.
Maybe you're right. Maybe.
Ooh.
Oh.
Ooh. Intrigue? Ooh. So I wonder if there's going to be continuation where we find our daughter. Oh no! Okay. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.